A great big hello to you, my Minecraft friend. I'm the Radio Man 03, and as always, it is awesome to have you along. Welcome to another episode of Life in the Woods Renaissance. We're back out at the Glowstone spawner. I've been doing some work out here. F5 is what I want to push here, people. We got a little place to sleep, we got a chest going, and I've got a little bit of path over here so we don't have to worry about swimming. I've not gone back to that scientist and got those flippers yet, but we do have the materials to go over and get those flippers. Now, what I've done here is I've kind of outlined roughly the shape of this building, and then I filled it in with sand. I went back to our spawn, and I filled this thing up with sand so that we can go ahead and come on down in here. I'm going to dig all of this back out. It should be mostly dry now, and we're going to see just exactly what's happening. Now, right now, I've got glowstone dust pushing up to the surface through the sand blocks, and every now and again, we get some glowstone right up in here. Let's see if we can see some. No, we're not going to see any right now. But anyways, I've got this filled in. I've got, let's see, let's go to the backpack real quick. There's some glowstone. It just popped to the surface. I've got a little bit of cobble down here. This looks to me like it's made up mostly of chiseled cobble, chisel 2. So we can pretty much mimic this building. But right now the glowstone is being pushed up between the blocks here, which is pretty cool. And I'm just going to go ahead and clear all this sand back out, and we're going to see just what this thing is made out of down below here, because we're going to have it all drying out, so it ought to be pretty cool to see just what this looks like. Look at the glowstone coming out of here. Isn't that awesome? We're already getting a bunch of glowstone dust just by being here and doing this. So I'll be back when I get this all hollowed out. It didn't take long to fill this in. It took me maybe an hour to get the sand, to go over to spawn, get the sand, come over here, fill this in, and get going on it. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. One thing you're going to want to know is if there's one of those anglerfish in the way of the sand block, it's going to not... Oh, there we go. There we got a break. We got a breach in the wall. Breach in the wall. There we go. And we fill that in, and we're just going to keep doing this row by row, down, 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 and I'll just keep filling in all these little wet spots that show up. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing that. But if there's an anglerfish in the way, the sand blocks will not attach. So you got to actually go around the fish, and then come back and break out, and then once you kill the fish, then you can fill that in, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is going to go pretty good, so I'll be right back as soon as I get this dug out. Alright, so the fish have stopped spawning. Obviously, I think it's because there's no water. There's no water left in here, so the fish have stopped spawning, but the glowstone dust is still coming out. Just digging this out and doing what I've been doing so far, a stack and a half of glowstone dust already. So that's pretty good. Now I want to go ahead and expose this guy and see just what is going on down here. That glowstone dust is really awesome. It's such a nice... It'd be so cool to have just this right here, you know? Then we can leave the glowstone in the nether alone and not have to break it. Which is what I would like to be able to do. I like the way the glowstone looks in the roof of the nether. Oh, we got some water coming in here, people. There's a piece of sand that does not know where it's supposed to be. What is that? Like that. Where is this piece of sand? Must be up above, huh? It just thinks it's here? Okay, maybe so. Okay, so the glowstone dust is just going to come out and flop down and land right there on the ground. Now, what I think we should probably do here is, I'm not too worried about the looks of the structure too much. We can bring the chisel back and fix some of these bricks and stuff like that and change this dirt out for the cobble, and then switch it to the cobble we want it to be with the chisel 2. I think what we might want to do here is actually dig this down a couple layers underneath. See, there's okay, I guess the fish did spawn there. You see that? I saw him spawn. But he suffocated almost immediately. That's good. Oh, there's one right here. Okay. So now the glowstone should just land right on here, correct? We need to get out, go sleep real quick. Yeah, I think the glowstone should just land right here. This is our way out that we have right now. We only need a small area for the glowstone to spawn in, and then it should be good to go, really. Let's take a quick sleep real fast. But then if we dig down a couple levels and put in hoppers, the glowstone should pop out, go into the hoppers, go into a chest, and then basically we just come out here and stand AFK and soak up all that glowstone dust whenever we need it. And eventually down the road, when we move from the current location to where we're going to have to go explore and find our primo location, that is, look at the size of that shark. Wow. That's a big shark. We're going to need a lot of glowstone. Most definitely a lot of glowstone. Takes 2 arrows with this bow to kill these guys. Or 3 maybe. Yes. Let's go in our backpack. Let's see, let's dump the sand back in. We got plenty of sand now for glass, which is just phenomenal. That is just totally awesome. We've got extra blocks here. LG. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we could plant that back at our back at the farm. I bet we could. Let's get a couple stacks of this stuff in here. And we're going to go ahead and fix this up. Like so. Yeah, let's do this. Let's fix this up. The fish seem to spawn more when there's water in there. It looks like when the water's gone, the fish don't seem to spawn as much, which is fine by me. Because we all know how I am with those little fish. Yeah, that's right. They flat out kill me. They mess me up. Something like that, and then we can clean up the rest of this here too. Okay, so the glowstone dust is coming down in here. Is it going to stay down? No, it looks like we've got some that hopped way up here. So we need to have a little bit more of a buffer here. A little bit more of a buffer to grab that glowstone dust. A regular spawner, I usually go 4 blocks away. 1, 2, 3. So I would actually take this one out too. Let's do that. I'm going to take 4 blocks all the way around this spawner and see if that doesn't keep the glowstone from going anywhere but other than inside here right now. We can put more glowstone in here. We've got the chisel and the glowstone dust now for that. Alright, I'm not seeing glowstone dust come out of here anymore. Now it's just the fish. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Okay, he's obviously suffocating now. No water. Let's see what happens. Okay, now he did die and give some glowstone dust. So maybe I'm just picking it up as fast as they drop it. I'm just not noticing it. But I've kind of dug this out. We're actually 3 down from the bottom of the spawner right now, because this would be the level right here where we will put the hoppers. And then I can just leave my avatar here and just leave it AFK for a while, and we could scoop up all this glowstone dust. Let's see what happens with this guy here. I don't think every single one of them drops glowstone dust. Okay, here we go. Okay, he spit out some glowstone dust too, at least one. I mean, that's better than nothing, really. And so much of it came to me. Now, we could fill this all in again and have the glowstone dust just go back up to the surface like it was, but I think I prefer to have us kind of come down into the structure. That'd be kind of cool. Instead of having the structure buried in sand. I wonder if glowstone torches will affect the production of this. And I would imagine we have to be within 15 blocks of this, or not 15 blocks, yeah, within 15 blocks of this in order for the spawner to work. Let's take a look and see if this should have an range just like any other spawner should. Okay, it's still going right now, so we could actually just be AFK up here. Alright, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to line the bottom of that with hoppers and have them all run to a double chest, and bam, we could just go stand in there. And the glowstone dust will come pouring in. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? Real simple. Very easy. We need hoppers, though. Let's see if we can figure out how many hoppers we're going to need for this, because it's going to take quite a few, I believe. But in the end, it's going to be worth it, because here's our glowstone dust farm. You know, unless we move someplace, when we move someplace else, we find another one and we can do it even closer to home. That would be great. Let's see here. Let's see where they fall. Is this 4 away from here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this whole wall needs to go back 1. 1, 2, 3. That's the stairs though there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 2 walls here that need to go back. 1 more. Alright, I gotta finish clearing this out. I didn't quite have it right. I thought I had this figured out, but I don't. So let me go back 1 more, and then we'll talk about getting the hoppers installed. Alright, all cleared out. Need quite a few hoppers in order to do this. I don't know if we even have enough iron to do something like this. What I'm noticing is that they all seem to be spawning on the other side of the room. That little L-shaped piece of cobble over there, they all seem to spawn right over there where I had the stairs built. I'm just kind of waiting to see exactly what they do now when the next one spawns. And so far, we don't have anything spawning. The torches don't seem to have any effect on the spawner at all, as far as I could tell. Well, now we've got nothing spawning. Do they need a block in order to spawn? I'm going to break out a few more of these. Oh my gosh, look at that. They need blocks. They need blocks to spawn. They can't bite you once. Okay, I wonder if slabs would work, because they seem to they're falling through this, so that's a good thing. This means we can contain where they're spawning as well. We don't need this big of an area, but definitely it looks like they need blocks in order to spawn. Huh. That's pretty cool. It would appear that's the case, huh? Do we now have one up on top? Okay, now there's one down below now, again. 2 down below. Okay, so we can control where they spawn and don't spawn based on how many blocks we put beneath them here. Cool. Okay, that makes it yeah, look at that. Okay, that's good. That is really good. The most I've seen any one of them drop is 2. Head and butt. So, you know. Takes them a little while to die, but eventually they do. Okay. All right. So it does take. They do have to have blocks. Let's test this one more time. Let's take the blocks away. Because I noticed that they were only spawning where I had the 2 blocks for the stairs coming out of here going up. So that means we need to not have a staircase down to here. What we're going to have to do is do a ladder. Now, let's see if anything spawns. Look at that. Okay. We are learning, people. We're learning. We're learning. Put a block. Let's try a stair here. Does that count as a block? We've got slabs on us too in our backpack. Let's try a slab. The stair does not look like it works. that doesn't seem to be working either. Oh boy, right away. Right away when I put that up. Okay, so it's got to be a block. It's got to be a solid block. Will they spawn out of a glowstone? Let's try that. We don't have our chisel with us. We're going to have to go back to base and get some stuff. No. No chisel. I mean, no block like that. But there we go. Boom. Just like that. Okay. All right. So that answers that. Okay. Now all we have to do is decide how big of an area do we want to cover. If I put a block down here, will they spawn? Now, when I was digging the floor out, I was finding them in the floor blocks. As I'd break a block, there would be one inside the block. Okay, that doesn't look like it's going to help them spawn either. Okay, what we need is some hoppers. We need some hoppers. I think what we're going to do is we're going to come out from this. Probably just a couple. Keep this relatively small. And it shouldn't be too expensive. I'm trying to see if there's a... Wow, you know, that's not bad. I think it would be better, though, if it was a solid structure with the hoppers a block below it. And sealed in on the sides, perhaps. I mean, I would be actually willing to go out one more on each side. Let's try this. Will they spawn on the blocks out here? Three out. Three out. Will those be spawn blocks for them? Yes. Okay. And it seems to me that they pop out on the bottom every time. So if we put a row of hoppers, one block, if this is the spawn block that they're coming out on, and we put the hoppers down here. Okay, so that would be good. See, now that I landed the hopper. Wow, these guys are just really cooperating, aren't they? Very cooperative fish. This is what you get for killing me, fish. Alright, that's going to work. That's going to work. So we're going to lay a floor out and put hoppers one below it. And then down here, we can have all the hoppers run into a double chest, and we'll be able to grab up the glowstone dust. That's nice. Now, what I don't see anymore spawning, and it's probably because maybe there's no water here, I don't see just the glowstone dust spawning, unless it was these guys just dying as they were spawning and suffocating or whatever inside the blocks. Maybe that's what that was. But, yeah, look at that. Okay, all right. All right, I'm good with this. We need to go back to base. I need to go back to base and get Chisel 2 and probably make a second one as well so we can kind of decorate this up a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time or effort on decorating this building. It's going to be our glowstone spot, you know. This is where we get our glowstone, so that's pretty much it. But I do want to install a ladder. I think we're going to use a ladder process of getting up and down from here as opposed to staircases because they're going to use those blocks to spawn in. And I don't want them doing that. So, okay. I'm going to sleep, go back to spawn, or go back to base and get the things we need, and then I'll come back out here and we will wrap up work on this. Ooh, there's a big old whale out there. There's a whale of a tail of a whale. And then we'll come back and we'll work on it some more and get this thing fired up and see if we can't get the glowstone dust to go into a chest for us. So I'll be right back. All right. Farm installed. There we go. Our glowstone dust coming in, the stuff that we've gotten so far since I've had it up and running, so just about 18. Didn't take very long to put this together. Took 20 some odd hoppers to put it together. And then I put glass around the edge because what was happening was these guys were landing on the hoppers and then jumping off the sides. So the glass keeps them contained inside the hopper area. But, you know, if I just sit right here, we can make ourselves a little room, and they're just going to hop around in there and keep on dying, and the glowstone dust will just keep flowing right into this hopper right here. But the key is you do have to have blocks around there, otherwise nothing happens. That's interesting. So let's see what we get off of these guys here. There were 3 of them in there. 19. There we go. 2 more just died. 20, 21, 22. So, yeah, this is going to work out really great for us, I think. It's going to be really great. So, I forgot the chisel. Did not bring the chisel with me. I think I could probably have enough materials in here where I could make a chisel, but, well, let's see. Let's see. Do we have enough stuff to make a chisel? Our iron supply is depleted. 1, 2... I believe it's, is it one of these, and then one of these? Is that right? Or is it diagonal? Oh, it's just the 2, huh? That's a carpenter's block chisel, so no, that's not right. Okay. Chisel 2. We need to find out what chisel 2 is. I've only made 1 so far. Carpenter's chisel. I don't even see it on here too. Not weird? Where the heck is our other chisel at? Huh. If I go at chisel. Let me find it. That's so bizarre. It's cheaper than I thought. It's right there. Okay. So I believe if we right-click this here, we can... Oh, okay, I see. We got to do this way. I mean, we could change all of this if we wanted to the different blocks that are available to us. I mean, there's quite a few. But these, I think, are made out of a different color block. So they're just a little bit different colored. But we could do that if we wanted to. Nevertheless, the goal was to get this up and running so we have a long supply of glowstone dust. When we need glowstone dust, no matter how much we need, we can just come out here and stand AFK, and boom, we've got glowstone dust going on. So, I mean, this is amazing. It's working out pretty good. I'm really happy with this. I mean, we could go 1 more row all the way around, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. It really isn't. Their spawn is good. We're up to 34 now, a half a stack already. Now there's 2 more already in there, so... I mean, I guess the other way you could do this was you could have them fall down into here, hit a trough of water, bring them 8 blocks away from this spawner, and then have them suffocate someplace else, and then that would keep a steadier flow of them spawning in here. But right now, I mean, come on, it's working just fine. It's working just fine. The spawn rate's pretty good, but yeah, we could. That would be the only way I could see to make this more efficient, was maybe 1 more row block all the way around, then glass it in, and then have them fall onto a second level, and be pushed away with water, so that they would go to a different location to suffocate. How cruel. To suffocate, and then we'd be able to, it may spawn more even faster. I don't know. I'll just throw some torches down here. Took a little bit of sand from the top of this knoll here. And boom, sleep. Perfect. But I think that does it. I want to say it probably took me, let's see, I started at 1 o'clock. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get the whole thing put together. That means going out and getting the sand and everything else. It took me about that long to do it. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. What is this block anyways? This is limestone. Okay, I see. It's limestone turned into the chiseled blocks. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. But there we go. There we go. I'm going to actually remove some of these blocks because we don't need them here anymore. Yeah. All right. What do you think of that? Glowstone dust. Glowstone dust for as long as we need it. There, that was smart radio. It's like standing on the wrong end of a tree limb when you cut it out from underneath you. Stupid. Ding dong. Sometimes I'm just a bit of a ding dong. All right, so next on the agenda, I don't know, do we really need to doctor this up even? Typically what I do is, when I do these farms, is I really go all out and decorate them up and everything else. But I feel like since we're only going to be here for a little while longer, working on the farm and stuff like that, before we find the place where I'm going to build my space station outpost, I feel like I can kind of cut some corners on just how pretty the spawners are right now. And if we find that this is the one we're going to have for the rest of the time, then we can doctor it up and clean this one up. Right now what I want to do is I want to get started on the barn as well. We need another farm plot put in for some of the fruits and vegetables. And fruits meaning we need strawberries and the blueberries and things like that growing. Grapes as well. That's about it on the farm, I believe. I did want to do a path over to the village. That's maybe not, but I would like to get a path hopefully over to the village. That would be nice. But yeah, eventually we're going to move from here and find a place where we can call home, and build our space station outpost, because that is kind of the thing that I do. And that would be awesome. Look at that. Another 10 just in the last couple of minutes here. That's awesome. Just awesome. Yeah, so I don't know. Do I want to go to the trouble of doing all of this? I mean, I could get the diamond chisel. If I had the diamond chisel, that's going to do a 3x3 area. If you didn't know that. It does a 3x3 area, as does the obsidian chisel. It just does larger spaces. But yes, I mean, we could actually go around and do all of it and change this out and make it look a little bit better, which, you know, I guess I can do that. I've got no problem with that. Just like that, you know, we could just do a couple tap like that, and it would look a little bit better. Well, I'm wondering though, is there, you know what, before we say goodbye on the episode, I wonder if there's anything on the outside of this, on the outside of this structure. We really haven't been in the water down below here, because there's sharks and manta rays and everything else down here, and I don't have a water-breathing helmet on, and they don't have flippers, so that's going to have to be something we do next time we come out here to check. And there's just oodles of sharks out here today. Man, there's a bunch of sharks out here today. But is there more structure down there, or is that just sand that I'm seeing down there and dirt? Looks like there's more building, huh? Definitely. Yeah, look at all those sharks. Crazy. And they seem to be stuck right there, too. Takes a lot of shots with this junky little bow to kill sharks, I've noticed. There's the piranha. Wow, those guys are tough. Look at how many shots. I went through all my arrows. All of them. I went through all my arrows. I got none left. Crazy. There you go, guys. There you go. Glowstone Dust Farm. Simple and basic, right? Simple and very, very basic. Nothing fancy about this thing at all. But it works. It serves the purpose and it does its job. And we've got glowstone dust 4 days. Indeed we do. Another 53, almost to a stack already. That's pretty nice, huh? That's pretty nice. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Come on, up the ladder a little bit. back down. Perfect. Yeah. Like I said, if it calls for it, we'll come back and we'll decorate it real nice and make it look all super sharp. But I think for now, we're good to go. I'm going to just kind of leave my guy here and just kind of see how much glowstone dust we can acquire in, I don't know, I'll maybe give it 30 minutes of time here, let it go and see what happens, and I'll report back on the next episode. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Kind of a quick episode, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go back and edit everything. Hey, sorry about the last video, too. I missed kind of a chunk of where I said we'd be back, and I never went anywhere. But that's... I just kind of missed that little tiny piece where I didn't talk for about a minute. But yeah, sometimes that happens. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Anyways, thanks for all your support. You guys are doing a great job. Just a fantastic job. I mean it. You really are. Thank you for all the likes, the support, the comments. I really do appreciate that. So if you enjoyed today's episode, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03, and I want you to have an awesome, fantastic, and superb day. And I will talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.